So the design thinking behind the switch table system was really holistic and learner focused. So we did a lot of listening to the problems that teachers and students were facing in their classroom spaces, such as really being able to have that individual space, having enough space on the table surface for books and iPads and pencil cases, having enough leg room available, particularly for senior students. And obviously flexibility within the switch system was a really big part of that, so students could really easily move the desk away from them, particularly for larger students. But then also for younger students, the lightness of the product was really critical too. And so we were really focused on the single switch table itself, and we were like, hold on a minute, this could be so much more. And then it started to really click. It was more than just one product being really modular within itself and within its own geometry, but that it would fit within a system of, say, 5 items, which is where we've ended up, that would really just complement it and offer a greater resolution in terms of the design. So we really focused on a human-centered design thinking process for the switch table system development. So from a product perspective, what that meant for us was a lot of listening in classrooms, listening to learners, listening to teachers, listening to principals and business managers. The fantastic thing about working with so many schools and working with kids and teachers was that we got to put our prototypes in those classroom spaces. We really got to see how students and teachers would use them in a variety of settings, from modern learning environments or innovative learning environments, all the way through to secondary, kind of more traditional spaces. And in terms of how they're used in the classrooms, it varied a little bit. The modern learning environment setting, the ILE setting, the flexibility and modularity of the system was so apparent in how the kids and teachers were using them. They were using them all over the space. Kids were moving away for individual working sessions so that they could really focus on their work. Then they would pull back together around a teacher, maybe 2 or 3 of them, and then they would pull together into larger groups when they were working on different projects. We almost didn't imagine how much they would move them until we saw it. The secondary setting, the classrooms were a little bit smaller, and the students were bigger, and what that meant for them was that they would really use them in settings like groups of 4 or groups of 6, and then occasionally up against the wall for more individualised or focused learning sessions. They would usually stay in that position for at least that class. So we've got some great flexibility with our Connect and Freeval table systems, but the switch table system gives greater flexibility for that independent learning to happen and to pull into those small collaborative groups of 4 all the way through to those larger boardroom settings. So it gives greater modularity, greater flexibility, and it also gives greater freedom of movement with the wheels on the product as well. This system is a truly modular table system that is designed to help you achieve all the different types of spaces that you could create in your classroom. So it takes you full journey and gives you full flexibility to put your own spin on it, to really solution for your own learning space within a really nice system.